Hi folks, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV in Greenfield, Indiana. That's a suburb of Indianapolis. We're right on I-70, just east of Indianapolis, for those of you looking for us. Now, we like to do a lot of different videos. Obviously, a lot of you have been kind enough to watch our videos before, so don't forget, if you're new and you like what we do here, we try to do it and not put too much salesmanship into it, just kind of give you some information and let you know what's out there. If you like our video, please click the like button, and if you really like our video, subscribe to it. And if you really like our video, tell a friend. If you don't like our video, don't tell anyone. Okay, so that's the rules. So now, what we have today, this is a coach that I get asked for a lot. Maybe not specifically, but certainly in theory. And what I mean by that is this: when you're selling high-end motorhomes, obviously these are kind of expensive items. And what a lot of people tell me, probably like I hear this hundreds of times a year, is, well, I want one that somebody else took the hit on. Folks, that's what we're standing in. This is a 2019 Tiffin Phaeton 40AH. It is pre-owned. Okay, the person had it like 6 months. And unfortunately in life, sometimes life or health gets in the way and somebody can't do this any longer, and that is exactly the scenario here. And so they have asked us to sell this coach for them, which we are doing. The first year's depreciation and everything on these is the worst, and this person knew obviously they were going to take the brunt of that. So this is basically a brand new Phaeton, even though it is pre-owned, that you're going to get at a used price, and somebody else took the hit on it. So how used is it? Well, it has 1,505 miles on it. They owned it about 6 months. That should tell you how used it is. The coach still has until April, I wrote it down, hang on a second, until April 16th of 2020, it's still under the full Tiffin warranty. So that's the 1 year bumper to bumper. So this coach still has 6 months of warranty left on it. So that's how new this coach is. On the interior, this is the opal interior with the amber glazed cabinets. And on the outside, we are the maroon coral. The outside portion of our walkthrough will be brief, just because here we are, like I said, we're in the Midwest, and here in the middle of November, we got a little cold snap. It's usually not this cold here. It is today, but I drug Tony out here anyway. He's a good sport, so we drug him out. We have the heat going in this coach. Speaking of heat, this is a polished porcelain tile floor that is a heated floor. So we have that going, but it takes a while. Those take a few hours to fully get up to temperature, so that's not helping us out much right now. I did kick on the aqua hot system, so that's heating us up in here, and that's done a pretty nice job so far. And we also have the fireplace on, and we've got some heat coming from there. So we're bringing this coach up to temperature to be able to do this, but that takes a little bit of time here. So there's lots of different ways we can heat this coach. It does have heat pumps on it as well, but the heat pumps are really only good when it's above 40 degrees. So since we are not above 40 degrees, the heat pumps are fairly useless. That's just a weakness of a heat pump, and we have to rely on our other sources of heat. But the good news is there's lots of them. So all electric coach, heated tile floors. Now this is a 2019 Phaeton, as I said. This is the 380 horsepower engine. Now the nice part about the 380 over like the 360, it's not just 20 horsepower more. I know it seems like it, but there's actually more to it than that. That's the breakover point where you jump from the ISB engine at the 360, that's like a 360 completely maxed out, up to the ISL series engine, which is like a 450 horse capable engine that honestly is tuned down and working easy. So this coach has a lot of headroom when it comes to horsepower and torque there, and that's a beautiful thing. As we look around in here, this is a 4-cushion sofa that's long enough to actually stretch out and take a nap on, and there is a hide-a-bed in there. We do have the recliner that faces back towards the midship TV, or you can kind of angle it towards the front TV as well. They did do both in here. This coach has the buffet style dinette. And there's room to put like a printer and stuff down below. You even got a little pop-up guy here with some outlets in it. You have another one just like that. There, it has the MCD style shades. I'm not sure they're MCD brand. I don't think they are, but they're the MCD style shade. And so you have your shade like this, and then you have your complete blackout shade as well. This shade you can still kind of see through, see what's going on outside, but people can't see in. At night, you would want to pull your blackout shade. Now, one thing with Tiffin is they only use all solid hardwood. So where on most coaches they'll talk about the doors being hardwood, but they don't want to talk much about the fascias or the styles of the cabinets because those would be a wrapped wood. This is all solid hardwood. This coach also has a fiberglass roof on it. So all the big boy coach features that you're looking for. We have our lighting system is what we call a multiplex lighting system, where you can turn on multiple lights from different places. I always love the Tiffin coaches because there's actually a button right inside the front door. When you walk into the coach, I can kick all the lights on from the stepwell, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, this floor plan is kind of near and dear to my heart. It's honestly my favorite of the Tiffin floor plans, and they do this in 3 different coaches that I'm aware of. On the gas side, they have what's called a 34PA. And then on the Allegro Red models, they have a 37PA, which is the same as a 34PA, except it's a diesel chassis, and they added 3 feet to it, which gave them the rear closet. And then when we step up to the Phaeton, we have this floor plan, the 40AH, and the 40AH is basically the same floor plan, only just a little bigger and a little bigger kind of a walk-in rear closet back there. And what makes these the same are the living rooms are set up and kitchen set up about the same, and then you come in and you have a big side aisle bathroom. Now, there's a lot of bath and a half floor plans out there. This is not one of them. But bath and a half is very, very popular in our world. And I've always told people, look, bath and a half works best at 43 to 45 feet. You can make a really nice bath and a half floor plan. Now, I can do it at 36 and 37 feet as well, but it becomes a matter at that point of how crammed do you want things to be, and also what do you want to give up? You're not going to get everything that you can get in a 43 or 45 footer in those bath and a half bath and a half smaller coaches. So what Tiffin did with this floor plan is actually come up with a floor, but what do people like about the bath and a half is that big, huge rear bathroom. I mean, that's what sells the coach. This, they did the same thing, only instead of doing a bath and a half, they gave you one bathroom in the middle, and it's a walk-through bath. So let's take a look here. Well, one of the things we like with a bath and a half is you get a nice size shower. Well, take a look. I would step in there and show you just how roomy that is, and it's one piece molded with the seat molded in, except we've already winterized the coach, and there's a little bit of that red stuff in there. No, we're not messy with Kool-Aid. That's actually the RV antifreeze. I don't want to step in there and then track it throughout the coach, but that is a very large and roomy shower. Another thing that you get on some of the larger bath and a half coaches is the Jack and Jill, or the double sink situation. We have that here. You get nice sized medicine cabinets. Okay. Nice size lower storage, vanity, drawers. So huge bathroom and plenty of room in and around the toilet, even a little storage up and above. This coach is well stocked already. We're prepared here. Now when the slides are in, you would walk through this bathroom to get back into the bedroom area. When the slides are out, you have choices. You can either come through the bathroom and come into the bedroom, or you can come back through the hallway. Tony's going to take one way, I'll take the other. As we come back here, we're going to see a king-size bed. And that is like a sleep number style bed with the air bladders inside. We have USB ports on both sides, outlets on both sides, even little light panels here. Let me touch one of these. There we go. I can control my lighting, my heating, my HVAC. I can control all that from multiple places in this coach, including from in my bed. How awesome is that? Nice size drawers. 2 of those. Love the laundry hamper. This is kind of our AV cabinet for the entire coach. This coach does have an in-motion satellite dish on it. It's currently set for Dish Network. It can do DirecTV as well. But the satellite receiver is already in there. 2 drawers like this. Satellite receiver's in there for the Dish Network. And then we have a little step up here to go back over the engine, and we have a walk-in closet. Well, in our walk-in closet, we also have a stackable washer and dryer. do not look like they've ever been used. We have a safe back here. It's not huge. You're not putting your shotguns in there, but maybe a little one. Our circuit breaker panel is back here, and one of the things that Tiffin does that I like, even the 12 volt, wherever they can, the 12 volts are on circuit breakers, not fuses. And then behind me, sorry Tony, it's gonna be tricky to get some of these shots. Look at the storage in this walk-in closet, and then look at the drawers. There's like 4 of those. And then here's our extra 2 chairs for the dinette. The dinette does pull out. And then all of this is hanging space back here. There's our extra pillows. They're still in here. Everything looks new in this coach. This, if I parked this coach with my new ones, no one's going to argue with me. Now, I skipped over the refrigerator and the pantry, and people just aren't going to stand for that. So, Tony, I'll let you come through the bathroom. There's our refrigerator. Okay. Residential Whirlpool. Comes with water. Freezer down below with an ice maker. And then our pantry, Tony, you'll probably have to come out to get that shot. Shut this door. And then it should be unlocked. Look at the pull-out pantry. All right, now Tony, turn around and get a shot of the front of the coach if we can. So this will be from the middle of the coach looking forwards. Again, this is a 40-foot coach. If you come up to the cockpit area, we'll show you some things up there. I'm going to turn this coach on. Let it preheat a little bit. Like I said, it's cold outside. On a warm day, you don't have to wait this long. There we go. She fires right up. The beeping that you hear just means that our bags are down. We're low on air right now. So as the airbags come up, the beeping will mellow itself out there. And take a look, get a good shot there. How many miles does that say on it, Tony? 1,505.3. Have, of course, backup and side cameras on this coach also. And before, one last thing on the inside, let me show you the main control center for the coach. That's going to be back here. Their Spider system, and I love this system. It's the simplest of any of them out there. There's Silverleaf, and Silverleaf's good too, but this I find to be the simplest, and it has the diagnostics built into it. So right now I'm on my home page. Without touching anything, I can see the voltage in my house and chassis batteries. Okay. I can see the temperatures in my bays down below, so you know if you're close to freezing. Told you it was cold last night. It's close to freezing. That's okay. We're winterized. I can put my galley shade. That's a power shade. That I can run that up and down from here. See all my holding tanks. This is just all from the main home screen. I'm not even really touching anything here. Then down below I have some menu choices here. Well, I can go to lighting. I can turn all the lights on or off from right here in the coach. Okay. I can see my power. When you go to this one, this is telling me my DC current is over here, and my AC current telling me what's coming into the coach over here. HVAC, all right there. Right now we've got the AquaHot on. We've got the AquaHot furnace running. And then that's where I would do my slide-ins in and out and that type of thing. So everything you need to control on the coach is right here. It's super simple, which is what we like about that. And that's a little bit about this Phaeton that is like new, but very slightly used. Now, I know people get on me sometimes because I can't advertise prices. And understand on new stuff, I'm really not allowed to say. We have agreements with the manufacturers, and the only thing we can really advertise is the MSRP. Well, this isn't new, so there's no rules here. We make our own rules. We'll have this listed on our website. I think we're going to list it in the 240s. If you follow the rules and give me a call, if you're interested in this coach, I can actually sell this coach at $229,916. So $229,916 get you a virtually new Phaeton with factory warranty still left on it. Let's take a look at the outside. All right, here we are on the outside of our 2019 Phaeton 40AH. There are 3 rooftop air conditioners on top of this coach. That's a lot, technically 2 is plenty for a 40-foot Tiffin, but 3 is even better. It's good to have a little redundancy there, so this coach will flat cool down. We have our touchpad here that will allow us to enter our code in, so we don't have to keep our key with us all the time. We even have a doorbell on there, which is nice. So you punch in your own private code, that'll lock and unlock not only the entry door, you can also do your baggage doors. So those days of going around with the key to each individual baggage door, they're over when you step up to a coach of this level. We can fill the fuel from either side. We do have aluminum wheels on this coach, so those are things you would anticipate at this price point. Let's get into some of the storage here. The first bay is just our hydraulic pump, but moving back one, you've got a nice deep slot there. Then we're going to come back. We've optioned in 2 slide out trays on this coach, and both of those will slide out either side of the coach. Is that frozen? There's a TV in here, I promise. I think the latch froze. I told you it's cold, people. I love it when the equipment won't cooperate. There's a TV in there. Above that, you see there's actually a Girard awning, and it's mounted on the slide. Instead of being a bolt-on awning where you have the poles going down the side of the coach, it's actually a box, what they call a box-style awning. And when they mount it on the slide like that, you're not losing anything when you have the slide out. You know, normally if your if your awning is above the slide, then however far that slide comes out, well, you're kind of losing that much patio space. With this, because it's bolted to the slide room, your slide comes out and then the awning extends from there, so you're not losing anything. You can kind of see the back of the AquaHot system there. That is our heating system for the coach and our hot water system for the coach. With AquaHot, you're going to have unlimited hot water, which is something that you can't say on about 95% of RVs. So you're going to like that. That system is either diesel fired or electric, either one. This next compartment has our chassis batteries in it. Okay. And then moving back to the back with a couple of smaller storage compartments back here. That has some electronic components in it, and this is storage back here. So most of your storage obviously is up front. We're gonna circle around to the back here to show you how new this coach is. Look at that Blue Ox, okay? This comes with it. As I said, the person that traded in this coach is no longer going to RV, so the tow system comes with it. Not only do you get basically a brand new Blue Ox tow bar, which I'm sure was a couple of grand because that looks like a nice one. This also has the fitting on it as well, so you're set up for a braking system. I mean, you're going to spend so much less money on a coach like this that's very slightly used as opposed to a new one and having to buy all this stuff up front. Moving on around, we have a couple of more smaller storage areas. But you see how well carpeted and everything they are. This one actually houses your shore power cord, and that is on a rewind reel. And you have the transfer switch in there, which does have the surge protector built into it. In the next compartment, we actually have our DEF tank. That stands for diesel exhaust fluid. If you're not familiar with the diesel exhaust fluid, that's part of the after treatment of the engine. I'd love to go over that stuff with you, but probably not in this video. That's one that you're going to need to give me a call on. In our wet bay up here, we have a power hose reel as well. There's our little temperature sensor that's keeping an eye on the temperature in our bays and relaying that information back to the control center. That's a nice feature. And then this is where we would dump our tanks and our whole house water filter and even our Purell hand sanitizers out here. Of course, this coach has a black tank flush. This is a heated compartment anytime your AquaHot system is running. Speaking of AquaHot, that's it you're looking at back there. And then on our trays over here, you can see a couple of things. That's the little rack that supports a long sewer hose if you're staying for a while at a campsite. That's a little support system for the slinky. And then you move up, you've got a couple things on here. We have our spare tiles that Tiffin ships with the coach in case you ever crack a tile. But then this is all the tow setup that goes with that tow bar in that tote there. Again, that stuff comes with this coach. We move forward, we have our 6 house batteries. And then up front we have our chassis, circuit breakers, and everything as well. So I told you this was going to be quick on the outside. Oh, this coach does have window awnings. We'll get a shot of those. I'm On a nice, beautiful 70-degree day, I'd take the time and open those up for the video, but it's not, and I'm cold, and Tony's cold, so I think we've given you enough information to see what this is. This is a very much like new with still factory warranty Tiffin Phaeton. We've got a great deal on it for somebody that wants somebody else to take the hit on it. Folks, call me. One thing I can absolutely promise you is every time I do a video on something like this, it's real late model, and somebody else took the hit on it, the coach sells very quickly. That's what we're looking at here. Don't forget to ask for me. Thanks for watching.